Outside there's a boxcar waiting for us. It ain't in a rush, so we can paint with a brush made of patience and such, and keep the faith in our guts. Like outside there's a boxcar waiting for us. It ain't in a rush, so we can paint with a brush made of patience and such, and keep the faith in our guts. Now these ants in my heart got it dancing in the dark. With the flash and the spark, she advances with a shark in a chokehold. No cold, we're eating good tonight. The two leading lookalikes from every seedy nook in sight. Flight of the offshore fisherman is feeling even better than the fair weathermen. It led me to believe, led me to the seas where the fish and disease are just wicks lit in the breeze. The injuries leave like a treaty from the hand of the bleeding, while we stand there repeating, we can't leave this evening, it's too young to start retreating. Can't leave this evening, it's too young to start retreating. So now we're leaping from highs to highers, as we're sleeping beside a fire, and it's creeping inside the bed, creeping inside of the bed, creeping inside of the bed. I said we're leaping from highs to highers, now we're sleeping beside a fire, that's creeping inside of the bed, creeping inside of the bed, creeping inside of the bed. Outside there's a boxcar waiting for us. It ain't in a rush, so we can paint with a brush made of patience and such, and keep the faith in our guts. Outside there's a boxcar waiting for us. It ain't in a rush, so we can paint with a brush made of patience and such, and keep the faith in our guts. So with the stomach full of monarchs and eat, sleep on repeat, we leap into leaves and leave this life. Ease. Riders on a storm, too perfect to put into words, perfect is what it deserves. Curve the hurt and the nerves, so we can work our limbs around an urge and grin and bear the verge of overkill. Motor skill heads, heading towards a bed of roses, called a haystack. And on the way back, I see her face crack. She's having dreams that a runaway cat came back. And I don't know what to say that'll change that, and I can't take that, I can't. So when I can taste her misery vividly, I want to instantly turn it into history. Bitterly sweethearts, and in the restart, living like we heart to heart. Outside there's a boxcar waiting for us. Ain't in a rush, so we can paint with a brush made of patience and such, and keep the faith in our guts. Outside there's a boxcar waiting for us. Ain't in a rush, so we can paint with a brush made of patience and such, and keep the faith in our guts. Outside there's a boxcar waiting for us. Ain't in a rush, so we can paint with a brush made of patience and such, and keep the faith in our guts. Outside there's a boxcar waiting for us. Ain't in a rush, so we can paint with a brush made of patience and such, and keep the faith in our guts.
Like no one needs you. You feel like all the joy is gone, when a bitter dream cracks through your grinning mask. Look beyond the shattered pieces and clear the wreckage.
I got a closet full of broken legs and I don't want to stand on. It's planned wrong. It's like I don't understand, Mom. The same sad song and dance gone awry. On demand, on the fly, across the land, by and by, ride or die. Left high and dry, running to the sandbar, praying for a high tide or running with a land shark, a landmark. Anything that signifies a hope that I'll be going back to charting open water. I can taste it, face it. It's time to let the birds out of the cages. I'm out of my patience. I ain't seen a lighthouse in ages. Pages are cluttered, I'm undercover, wishing for a lover while I'm singing for my supper light. And she dances like the ocean, by candlelight. A fan of my devotion, phantom of the floating opera. And she honored my sister, but I'm the victim. She put a box on my wisdom. Blood drunk with an incurable hangover, and I'm unsure if I'll stay sober. It's like I know it ain't over. Your heart belongs to me now, but it's certain to change owners. And it's that strange odor, more than fishy. This got me warped and shifty, fishing in a lost cause. Lock, stock, and two smoking earlobes. Some third grade De Niro with a hero complex, zeroed in and singing and dancing for the bullets flying at my feet. While I feed her hunger, she's harassing me. But I turn it around, casually light a match and watch her laugh factory burn to the ground. She holds that pose where no grass grows, just a cold black rose on an old back road. She holds that pose where no grass grows, just a cold black rose on an old back road. And she dances like the ocean, by candlelight, a fan of my devotion, phantom of the floating opera. And she honored my sister, but I'm the victim.
Les bras chargés,
She brought a box on my wisdom.
lui qui porte dans ses mains
And she dances like
la
the
fleur
ocean,
d'amour
Beyond the shattered
cueillie dans ton jardin.
fan of my devotion, phantom of the floating opera.
Why should we be in such desperate haste to succeed? And in such desperate enterprises,